Sagittarius, welcome to your April 2023 tarot reading. If this reading does resonate with you and you'd like to book a reading with me, whether it is a pre-recorded reading or a Zoom call where you can speak to me one-on-one and face-to-face, you can visit www.brattystarot.com. In order to do that, if this reading does not resonate with you, make sure that you're checking for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for a full picture of what may be going on in April 2023 for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Three of Cups, the Death card, the King of Pentacles, the Emperor in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse. So at the top here, you have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. So that may be a theme for you for the rest of April here. So let's go ahead and get started for your energy for the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Tell me about that Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Sagittarius placements. The Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. So this seems like it's a lot about money. What's that Eight of Wands in reverse? The Eight of Swords in reverse. The Star is at the bottom of the deck with the Strength card. Okay, for better, not for worse is what I heard. So you're not really moving forward with something. You're trying to control how something goes from a financial standpoint, from a career standpoint, something in regards to your practical and 3D reality, right? And we all want control of that. But it feels like it's not moving in your favor. It feels like you're having a hard time pushing it forward. You may even be having a hard time talking about it because you feel ashamed or there's some insecurities about it. Maybe it's about your debts. Maybe it's about the bills that you feel like you can't really pay, etc., whatever. It does look like you are creating an opportunity or working on some form of opportunity in order to free yourself up or in order to move forward with something. But it seems like you're needing to kind of let go of control. It almost seems like you're holding on too tightly to something. It's making you realize a lot about yourself, whatever this is. With that Strength and that Star there, there's some form of opportunity to grasp onto a bigger dream than what it is that you think you can get. And Sagittarius, that's really not like you. You guys are usually pretty big, optimistic people. You guys usually see the big picture of things. You even have this sense of overconfidence sometimes, which isn't always a bad thing. And so it's kind of weird that this is going on, but it's almost like you need to get back to your true nature of who you are in order to reap the benefits of whatever this may be. You have the Nine of Swords in reverse. The World's in reverse. What's the World's in reverse? The Four of Wands. Well, I feel like you are, it's interesting because you feel like things aren't really going your way with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's like you're trying to hold on to something for dear life, even if it's like a job, it's like really not working for you, but it's like you're trying to make it work anyway. And so there's this sense of you trying not to really worry about it. You're really not worried about it. It's like you do feel like you have some form of unfinished business, either in regards to freeing yourself up from something that you feel like you can't move forward with or from, or it could be about specifically a relationship. The Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, you are having a hard time taking care of some kind of financial situation is what it feels like. It's something that is open-ended. It's something that you've been concerned about for a while, but it seems like you're not really worried about it. You may get an opportunity to actually free yourself of some form of debt. I'm not gonna lie. This seems very financial. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It does seem very financial. Um, mm, mm, you have the Three of Cups here. I heard, who can I trust? What's that Three of Cups about? The Six of Pentacles. Okay, so there you go. So it seems like you're getting some form of assistance or help from somebody. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. For the Sagittariuses that I'm talking to, this seems incredibly financial more than anything. It really does. So if this is not for you, click out. You know what I mean? Page of Cups, Seven of Cups in reverse. You have people that care about you. You have somebody that cares about you. You have somebody that's like, okay, listen, here's your options. This is what you're gonna do. You may have somebody coming in to try to financially help you. People that actually value you, people that are like, here, let me throw you a bone, or hey, here's some money, or hey, here's some advice. This is what you got to do. It's like it's an offer of something, but the thing is that you have to grab it and you have to actually choose it with that Page of Cups and that Seven of Cups in reverse. The Page of Cups is real quick. It's like, here, you take it or you leave it. And so there's definitely going to be an opportunity for you to recollect something, or an opportunity for you to revise something. And I mean, Mercury is going retrograde right now anyway, so everybody's kind of revising whatever house Mercury is going retrograde in for you guys. Okay. So this is in the sixth house for you, for if you're a Sag rising anyway. This would be in the sixth house, and that's like your day-to-day routine. That could be about your work, your job, could be about debt. Sixth house can also be a house of debts. Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. So it could be something like that. And then we have the death card. So I really like the death card, especially when it comes to debts. Okay. Yeah, look at that. The Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Lovers in reverse. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'm not gonna lie. This is the Tower, the Chariot, the Devil. This is very much about debts to me. Something that has been holding you back from accomplishing some form of victory. It's like finally coming in like out of nowhere. It's something that you've been very conflicted about for a while. Something is coming in and actually changing that situation. And I kind of want to say that someone is, and it's interesting that this came out with that Star Brothers with the protection, loyalty, safety, trust. And I do feel like you have somebody here who's going to have your back in some regard. Like, oh, hey, let me hook you up with this great, CPA that I have, or this great, people that will relieve your debts, or whatever it may be, even if it's like about a job, where you're sick and tired of a job and you're like, all right, well, I'm gonna try and make it work anyway, and somebody may have an opportunity for you instead that may end up helping you get out of a crappy financial situation. I almost want to say with this Lovers in reverse and the Five of Wands, it almost feels like you are having a hard time letting go of something specific, though. You have the King of Pentacles here. Tell me about that King of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups in reverse. You have somebody here who's not, I don't know if this is you or somebody else. I feel like it's somebody else, okay? But there's somebody here who may have more for you. Learn more about this. Hmm. I feel like this is the Three of Cups person. I'm kind of wondering if you're not like totally trusting it, or you're not willing to really take the opportunity because you feel like it would be a waste of time. And you have somebody here who is a masculine, who seems very stable, very confident, somebody who's willing to help, somebody who's very generous. But it's like you're not really trusting it. You're assuming the worst with that Page of Swords in reverse and the Moon in reverse. And that's coming from a place of fear. Okay. What's that Page of Swords in reverse? Lovers. And then I thought, like, interesting. I want to say this, and this may sound really weird, but be careful of having any romantic involvement with somebody you have no business being romantically involved with. Okay. Listen, to each their own. But that's the message that I got. So I had to tell you, because somebody may be coming in and attempting to help you, and you may be assuming that it's more than that. So I just want to say be cautious of that, okay? Or somebody could be doing that to you. Keep that in mind. You have the Emperor in reverse. What's that Emperor in reverse? The Judgment. Or maybe somebody that finally has to answer to you with something. Who is this person? The Magician in reverse. This is somebody who's manipulated you, somebody who's gaslighted you, tricked you. I heard traded you. Tricked and traded you? Maybe this person traded you for somebody else. I don't know. But this feels a little separate. This feels like somebody who was abusive in some way, whether hopefully not physically, but mentally, emotionally, whatever. And it seems like you may have something to get off of your chest, and you may say something to this person where you finally like learn the truth, or you finally speak out about something. And this is somebody that's almost like forced to take accountability because you have the evidence, or you have you know what I mean? Give me one more for this. Tell me about that Judgment. Yeah, the High Priestess. Something that you knew. It's something that you already knew. And this person's like trying to hold up like a reputation, or they're trying to hold up like they're trying to stay in control, or they're trying to control you, or something like that. So you kind of make a judgment call to speak your truth about something. Listen, I am playing with you, Five of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Page of Pentacles here. Tell me about that. Okay, all right, I'm just gonna take them. Wow. So after some kind of issue, right, with somebody from the past, so what it looks like: Eight of Cups in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, and I feel like it has to do with this Emperor in reverse person. It seems like after hurt feelings, and it's this masculine who seems to be getting their feelings hurt for whatever reason. They feel intimidated, they feel ashamed about something. You're getting an opportunity with that Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Fool and the Magician. It seems like you're finally getting the opportunity that you wanted. It's something that you're emotionally attached to, and this could be a dream, this could be anything. But you're realizing that you have to let go of something, whether that's worry, self-limiting beliefs, whatever it may be. But you are the one that's planting the seed. You are putting in the effort. You also may have somebody coming in for you in regards to love. Could be a water sign, could be any sign, to be honest with you. But I just see that Knight of Cups is taking action. You are on your way to some kind of greatness, Sagittarius. 0, 1. You got the Fool, the Magician. This is progress. Because you're learning something. You're actually putting in the effort, and it's being backed by emotion. It's being backed by some kind of, your heart is wrapped up in whatever this is. And because of that, you're realizing that you have to drop the excess baggage, because your heart is connected to this. And you have all of the talents, gifts, skills, abilities. You have everything that you need in order to make this happen. You can make this happen. And you know that. I feel like there's a catalyst moment that happens where it feels like you finally have the last word about something, or you finally are able to be like this is how I feel. It's like you see in the movies where somebody gets treated like crap by a boss for so long, and then finally the employee stands up to the boss and then like walk out, and then they end up like, being bigger than the boss was, in some aspect. You have the 10 of cups for the bottom line. The 8 of cups in reverse. The king of wands. The page of wands in reverse. The knight of wands, the sun in reverse, the knight of wands in reverse. The 9 of wands in reverse. Hmm. What's that page of wands in reverse? The 9 of pentacles in reverse. That's interesting. There may have been somebody here who made you feel like you had to rely on them, or that you needed them in some way, like you needed to prove something to them. And this is somebody who is attractive. This is somebody who at one point made you happy, or this is just somebody who may have been or was or is inspirational to you. But they were delaying your progress. It's like they kept enchanting you to go back to something and revisiting it. It just seems like a cycle that just, like a hamster wheel. And they knew that the more that you would come back around to this job or this relationship, or basically what it was, where it wasn't good enough for you, but this person was trying to make it sound like you weren't good enough for it or them. It was actually the other way around. And you were stuck in this loop. You were stuck on this hamster wheel. But this person or the situation or whatever knew that the more that you ran around the hamster wheel, you would be too tired to fight it anyway. As long as they can keep you on a loop. It reminds me of that TikTok sound. It was like, if you do not break the cycle, you will have to start again tomorrow. If you do not break the cycle, you will have to start again tomorrow. If you do not break the cycle, you will have to start again tomorrow. Or it's something like that. And just, yeah, look, Knight of Wands in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Wands is like, I always say the Knight of Wands in reverse is like a dog chasing its tail. And the 9 of Wands in reverse is like, I'm too tired. You need to latch on to or surround yourself with a person or people that you can trust. Don't let your head get in the clouds, and ground yourself. You're stuck on this hamster wheel. You're stuck on this hamster wheel. You're stuck on this hamster wheel, and you keep going and going and going. But if you would just look up and see that the lid is off of the cage. Advice. You got, wow. Didn't I say about big picture thinking? Isn't that funny? Wow. That is okay. So you got cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And then you have big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. So definitely be surrounding yourself around people that you can trust. There's something that you need to open yourself up to, but you're too stuck on the hamster wheel, or somebody has or had you too stuck on the hamster wheel that you were too tired to fight it, basically. If you don't break the cycle, you'll have to start again tomorrow. It's like you think that the wheel is all there is, but you have to think bigger than that, because the lid is off. The lid is off, but you're too busy going around the hamster wheel. And that's essentially Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's like, that's what you started out with. That's what you started out with. So Sagittarius, it was an absolute pleasure to read your cards. www.brattystarot.com is where it's at if you'd like to speak to me one-on-one and book a Zoom call, or you can book a pre-recorded reading as well. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment. I would absolutely love to hear from you. And if you like creative writing and you'd like to view my content, you can look at my website, brattystarot.com, under channel messages, or you can view my Instagram and or Twitter. It was an absolute pleasure, Sagittarius and Crosswatcher, and please enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.